Hello gamers. This is a tutorial on how to add your own deck graphics, your own deck designs to Session. Um, this works as of today. I don't know how long it will for, but the 6th of October 2022. This is based on this guy's kind of text tutorial. But if you're a more visual learner like me, hopefully this video helps you. So yeah, you're going to need a few things before we start this. One of which is umodel. Just go to download, then the Windows version, install it to your desktop. It'll be somewhere around there. You know what a desktop is. Second thing is GIMP, which is, or any photo editing software. And then the third thing that you need is Unreal Engine. Which version is that? 4.27.2. And you download that via the Epic Games Launcher. All these links are in this Google Docs document, but I'll also put them in the description below. So really quickly, I wanted to show you what kind of stuff you want to look for when you're looking for a deck you want to put in the game. Pretty much if you can find a picture of it online, specifically like a product photo of it, you can put it in. So I'm just looking at sci-fi fantasy decks because I think they're cool, but you can do whatever you like. So something like this would be easy to do because it's nice and flat. It's not, the photo wasn't taken at an angle like this one. There's not a lot of reflection from the light. And also the kind of more basic graphics where it's mostly background are a lot easier to edit. Something like this you don't want to use because you can see the plastic wrap that's actually on the deck, and it's at an angle, of course. But yeah, and of course the bigger file size you can find, the better. It'll be higher resolution. It'll look better in the game. Yeah. Something like this would be ideal. I don't know if you can see in the video, but this is a render of a deck. This is not an actual photograph of a skateboard. So this is ideal because you can just kind of brush all this into one uniform color. Because this kind of artificial shine is, you know, put in by a photo editing software. It's not real. Same with the bullet holes. So this is like an ideal scenario. And then anything else. Usually you can make it work, but it's a little bit more difficult. So I downloaded this one. So we're gonna open up GIMP. Oh, sorry, gotta drag that over. All right, and then you can hold Control and then use the scroll wheel on your mouse to zoom in and out, respectively. So we're gonna go to Layer, Transparency, Add Alpha Channel. If you go to this and it's not here, like this, that's fine. So we're gonna use this fuzzy select tool, the magic wand tool, whatever you like to call it. Select the white and then just hit the delete key on your keyboard. And that's pretty good. Just to make it easier on ourselves, we're gonna crop this a little bit too. And then this is not totally necessary, but you can just take a brush, this, kind of a medium size, 100% hardness. Gonna zoom in a little bit. Oh. See how that blends back into that color? We're just trying to take the shine out of it. And if your deck has a little bit of shine, that's totally fine. I'm not super well versed with GIMP or any photo editing software for that matter. But everything in this tutorial should kind of teach you what you need to know to get the job done. Getting a little zoom action. See, it doesn't need to be perfect. But basically, the nicer you make it in photo editing software, the nicer it'll look in game. As a general rule of thumb, that's not like a complete rule. So we're going to save that to our desktop. This little selection here, you can choose the file type, and it's nice and alphabetized. Just gonna go PNG. This is all fine. So that exported to the desktop. We're gonna discard changes because it's fine. So now what we're gonna do is go into the game and find the deck that we want to replace. So you can launch session through the mod manager or Steam. And through the power of editing magic, we are at the skate shop. So what we want to be looking for is kind of something like that. The actual brand doesn't matter. You just want kind of a similar background color that matches the background color of your graphic that you want to put in the game, and something of a correct deck width. So 825 is okay, rather than 8.5, but whatever I can get my hands on. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. So you're gonna want to remember the name of whatever skateboard that you're gonna be replacing, of course. So in this case, it's Almost Most Royal 825. What we can do now is get out of the game. Then we're going to go into UE Viewer, UModel, and then we want to direct this little text box here to wherever your session game is installed. And if you don't know how to find that, you can open up Steam. Sorry, it's on my second monitor. Go into Library, right click on Session Skate Sim, Properties, Local Files, Browse. For me, it's in my F drive, Steam Apps, Common, Session, and then this content folder is what we want to direct the UE viewer to. And just click on that content folder so it's highlighted, hit select folder, hit OK. It'll ask you for an encryption key, but luckily in this Google Docs folder, file, sorry, the encryption key is right here, so just copy that, minimize, paste that in there, and there you go. So we're in the game folder, direct it to customization, skateboards, deck graphics, and then ours was an almost board, textures, and then this is the one that we chose to be our replaced board. So you're going to go open. It'll ask you which Unreal version, and then again, it's right here. Select 4.26. I don't know why, because our Unreal version is 4.27 or something like that, but it's just what it says, so we're going to do that. And it's worked so far. We're going to get this wide picture. You say, yes, I would like that wide boy. Go to Tools, Export Current Object, and this is okay. All right, it says exported one object. Close that. And then the UE viewer folder on your desktop, it'll be in this. And then this is a bunch of folders, and then at the end is the actual texture for that almost deck that we just grabbed from the game files. So what we're going to do, open it up in GIMP. Sorry, drag this over. And then open as layer, go to your desktop, and then go to your deck file, the PNG. See that it's transparent there, that's good. Open it. So you can see that it's a little bit different color, but that should be fine. As long as it's not a drastically different color, it won't look weird. So we're gonna go into Tools, Transform Tools, and then Scale. Do the Control scroll wheel to get a little bit more room. And then this on the top right here is kind of how much space you want to have. And you don't want to cut too much off of the sides. So what you can do is hit this little chain link here, and that'll unlink the width from the height. You can just kind of stretch it out a little bit. As long as you don't stretch it too much, it doesn't look weird. Actually, yeah, we're going to try that again. There was a little bit of white on the left side. Maybe just a touch more. And that looks pretty good. Yeah. So we're going to go File, Export As, and then you see the directory. This is your desktop, and then this is your game folder. So this is the original texture that was from the game, the almost deck. We're going to click on that, press Export, Replace. I don't know what that means, so we're just going to say Export. But as long as you leave it, it's fine. And then what we're also going to do is save as. We're just going to name it SFF fan. Save this to your desktop. So this GIMP project will be saved to your desktop. So in case we made any mistakes, instead of stretching it out and like going through the whole thing again, we can just open up this project file and then edit it, and then so we don't have to start the whole thing over again. Cool. Then you can open up Unreal. If you just installed it, you would open it through the Epic launcher. Let's give it a sec to start up. Should look pretty much like this when you open it, except there's no, this is just a previous project. So to start a new project, you want to start a new one every time. You press games, then next, blank project. Oh, accidentally double clicked on it. Next, and then this is all fine. The only thing that you want to make sure is that there's no starter content. Just keep the name, whatever it is, and just remember what it's called. And start the project. Okay, we're gonna make this smaller. In this game folder, the one that has the edited file, we're gonna drag it right in here. It's very wide, looks great. Press save all, save selected, and then we're going to go to file, and then cook content for Windows. It's gonna make a wacky sound. This is just kind of putting the, we can close that now. This is just putting it into a format that the game can understand. So then open up your file explorer. Just in the search bar, you can search the word cooked. I've done it before, so I just click on it. And I remember how it saved the project as my project 2. There's a cooked folder in there. Go through my project 2, content, and then there's our game folder. Already cooked this, but you know, cooked. So we're going to create a zip folder. Sci-Fi Fantasy Fan. Drag our cooked game folder into the zip file. Then we're just going to delete this. And this should be ready to add to the mod manager for testing. So you open up the session mod manager, hit this third tab, which is your installed mods. Drag it into this text box right here. It should say the directory. Then press import. And then at the bottom, it'll say if it installed it correctly or not. So now what we're going to do, start up session and see if it worked. And here we are at the skate shop through the power of editing. Skateboard gear, deck graphics. We're going to go to almost skateboards. And there it is. So now the mod is installed in your game, and you can use it however you like. If you want to publish it so other people can download it and use it, there's a link to the Illusory Discord, and in there you can get the community modder role and then post it to one of the text channels, and then whatever is posted in that Discord through the releases text channels will be added to the session mod manager so everybody else can use them too. And that's about it.